Welcome back, everybody. Are you all ready for this last illuminated letter of the year? And what I've done is I've just done the letter for each month. So December is a D, that type of thing. So we're going to do a cute D, and I have a printable all ready for everyone that's watching. You don't have to be a member, but if you'd like to support my art, that would be awesome. And you can do that by joining my membership on YouTube, or if you prefer Patreon, I do have the same thing on Patreon. And the links are down below. Oh, maybe I didn't put the links, but they all the videos have links below, or you can press on the join button, or on my main page in the corner top right of the banner, you can see Patreon, and just click on that. It'll bring you right to it. Just let me bring up some chat here. All right. Hi, Icy. Darlene, good to see you. So to find my printable, and let's see, you just have to go on to the community page of my channel, and there's a link there for you, and you can just press on that link and it'll let you download it. And it's from Google Drive. So this is the little thing that I sketched out today. So it's a little background and a little snowman with a little tree with a star on top. And I'm probably not going to fit on this, but I could do it. I could do it on here and just have the this come over on top. Or I don't have, this is watercolor paper I have here actually. Now I could just do it this way, cut the page and write December right here. This would also be really cool for if you're a bullet journaler and you want your start of your month to have some kind of a illustration on it. These are really cool to be used for that. So you could use it for that, or you could use it for a card too, whatever you want. And you can shrink this down into size. Hey, Chris. So make sure you go to the community page and download that. That's for everybody. You don't have to be a member. So we'll get to that in a second. And we did this a couple weeks back, I believe, the 29th. Oh. And then we also did these cards. And now these aren't cards yet, but I'm going to make them into cards. And they're a little bit wavy, but all you have to do is iron them. Put them in between a piece of parchment paper or Teflon, that type of thing, and just iron it, and they'll go flat. Or put them in a book for a while. So there's a video on these, how I came about doing these. And these were kind of intuitive, I guess you could say. So I just sprayed the papers and put some watercolor, let the watercolor do what it wanted to. And then I searched for things inside the shapes of the watercolor. So they're always fun to do for any season. Depending on what you've got on your mind, usually shows up in these somehow, because your mind is looking for those things. And then this is what we did last Thursday, and there's a printable for this one too. And this one you have to be a member, and it's for all levels in both Patreon and uh, YouTube. And the printables are from Google Drive, and you can enlarge and do whatever you want with them also. And the first level is $2.99 a month, so $2.99 a month, and you have access to all the past printables. And I did leave a little comment on the pin to my chat. I was in a bit of a hurry at the end because my son had left and the dogs were barking and it was going crazy. So I forgot to do some stuff, and I left a comment saying, who noticed what I missed? And Lena saw it right away, of course. I forgot to put the bird in, and I forgot to put the mouth and the nose on the bunny. So I fixed this. So that's the finished page. I think this turned out cute. This would also be a really cute card for Christmas or even just winter. It doesn't have to be Christmas. This could be a really cute winter card. You could change, if you think the truck's too Christmassy, you could always change the color. So that was that. And on the weekend, or no, was it the weekend? I think it was the weekend. This is the level 2 and higher lesson, and the traceables available for all the members in level 2 and 3. So blooming artist and budding artist. And it's on Patreon also. Very simple. It's a beginner easy one, and it doesn't look like it, but it really is. All right, so let's get started on this guy. So I am thinking this time of putting a little bit of a background on this. I want the D to be in a gold, and I want these darker sections to be gold, but the lines around it, I want more or less kind of in a white, I'm thinking, or even, I don't have to go gold. I could also go into, say, silver or a blue. Although I'm going to have a blue background, naturally he's going to be the whitish color, white snow. I might have to stick to a gold. Gold's always pretty. I could go a lighter color. Thanks, Icy. So we're going to do this one on watercolor. This is very inexpensive. It's very lightweight. I think it's only 90-pound watercolor paper. And I printed mine on my computer or on my printer. This is a LaserJet. I have an Epson. Their ink, I find, is the best for me because it doesn't seem to smear at all when it's wet. Now imagine if you scrubbed it a bit, it would start to move, but I have found it very, very nice to use with watercolor. So you can print that out. So what I want to do first is the background. And I want it to be kind of very loose. So let's see, let's get a brush out here and add some water to this. So I have clean water. I usually work with a big pot with two sides. So I clean my brush in one side and then use this for my clean water. If you can get 2 jars, that would be good. That way you don't have to, do all the cleaning and redoing your jars, because especially if you're working with certain colors, you might. Okay, this, now it is moving a little bit more than typical, but we're gonna play with it. Could even spray it if you don't want to, just a light spray. You see it is moving, but I'm not going to worry too much about it because we're going to put quite a bit of paint, and the paint we're using is going to be on the dark side. So I already have a bit of purpley blue on my palette here. Let me slide this over a little bit. Trying to get it so you guys can see. So I don't want to go out too far and then you can't see what I'm doing. All right. So let's get some of this blue. It's going to be kind of a midnight sky, I guess you could say. And I'm going to let the water basically do its own thing. So I'm just thinking of the sky right now. And I'm just going to drop some of this dark color in the side here too, because I want this to look almost magical. And let it just travel up here. And let it do its thing. Not too worried about going over the D because it's going to get a pretty good coat of gold on it and you won't be able to see anything on there anyways. Let's put some down here. Remember, you got snow in here too. Add a little bit of a different color if you want. Got a little bit of purple in there. Just let it fade out along the edges. Always looks nice. And I'm going to bring it over to the side. I might end up putting the letters of December in here. So I'm just going to let it fade out. This would have a little bit of shadowing around here where the snowman is. So I'm just going to make that a little darker. And right in here, just a little bit darker. I'm going to get a little more Payne's Gray there and just add some in here. I like a darker interior for the letter, just so that it stands out a little bit more. A D for Dorothy. That's right, Dot. Maybe I should. I haven't sent this month's Happy Mail. Maybe I'll send you one of these for your Christmas card. Okay, I'm just gonna swipe away some of that and wipe it. Depending on the paper you use will depend on how much you can remove. This isn't the greatest paper, so it's not going to be as easily lifted as if you were using, say, arch paper. But I just find for experimenting on and learning on, it's just too expensive to use the other. And this works just as good for what I'm doing. I've seen some watercolor artists are talking about they're having really good luck with mixed media paper also for learning on. So might try some of that too. So it does get a little on the pricey side. All right. So now I do want to dry some of this as I go, because it can get a little bit damp if you keep doing it. And then you end up with blooms. So I'm going to dry it now. Now I could have taped this on to another piece of board. I'm not too worried about it though. Hey, Kathleen. Kathleen, there's a traceable for everybody on my community page if you want to go and download it and play along. Make sure you get it good and dry. Yeah, I just printed the other side. Didn't like the way it was sitting on the page, so. All right. Now, I'm going to add a little bit more just to the background here, a little bit darker. So I'm just going to wet this with my clean water. Going around the tree though. And a little bit more of that dark, nice dark Payne's gray. It's nighttime, so it needs to be a little bit darker. And we'll just lighten it a little bit on the top. So it's darker on the bottom. That. maybe a little bit on the side here. Just a bit. Kind of bring that up. I don't want it all the way across though, but just a bit. Just so that it looks like it's peeking through. Here. Alrighty. So now the snowman, I want to do him with a little bit more cerulean blue. Just to give it a little bit of a different look. Oh, sorry. This is cobalt blue. I have to put some more in there soon. And I'm going to add a little bit of dioxazine purple to purple it up. Just a bit, though. And that's going to be our shadow color. So, shadow color. Thinking I'm working on a chrome right now for my December daily, but I will later. Okay, awesome. So this is a little dab of snow that he's sitting on. So the edge of it would be kind of rounded. It would have a thickness. So, and it goes over the D part on here. So it would have a little bit of a slope and a little bit of shadow underneath them too. So I'm just wetting this area up to about here where the D starts to come around. And I'm just going to take that mix and I'm just going to dab around the edge of that slope. And around him. So we'll just take some of that away. If it's seeping in, you could also use your paper towel. So we still want a little bit of a highlight in there. So let's see. We want that edge to have a little bit of a shadow. Just around him there. And that slope would have the just a bit of an edge there. And then just up there along that D would be a little bit of a shadow there. And we want to make a little bit of a shadow in underneath that tree. Just on one side, don't go behind it, just in front of it. And then you can soften the back edge so that it's a little bit softer looking. Maybe there's a hill in front of it, so you would have a little bit of a show of shadow. Not much though. Just like that. And let's see what else. We have this right here. little bit of a slope there. And you can soften the outer edge a little bit. Let's see, I'm going to take a little bit of that away on that slope, just to make it a little bit lighter. You can always put some gesso or bleed proof ink, that type of thing. And then he's also got shadows on his body. So depending on how the light or moonlight is showing, so it's going to be behind him, so there would be a little bit more of a shadow, bigger shadow, because the moon is shining on him and he's casting a shadow of his shape. Like that. So this would here also be shadowed underneath. And just go up a little bit on the sides. That. And then I'm going to make around the buttons a little darker because they were kind of pushed into his belly. So you can make those darker. Just add a little bit of darker pigment on them, that's all. You can wait too if you want for it to dry. All right. Now we got the tree. So the tree, it's at night, so the tree is going to have more or less a really dark color. So I got some Daniel Smith Green Apatite Genuine here. It's a nice dark. And I'm going to put it on fairly thick. And you can leave some white areas for the snow if you want. Or you could use your gouache to put it on later. It's up to you. That. All right. This one's turning out pretty good. So now that this is drying, I'm going to add a little bit more right under the D, because it would be darker, and a little bit more under that snow. And this is part of the D also. So I'm going to add a shadow under there. That. And a little bit more in here of that snow color. So I think that should be darker. And add a little bit darker yet. It's right up against the two snowman parts. It would be really dark. So where they're joining, also on the top of his head, under his hat, and his chin would be darker. And then you can soften just a little bit. Some clean water. Like that. And it's just back here. There's some white area there with the snow. You're working on a flamingo. All right, that's looking good. Now we can put some gold in. So I have this. This is the Kirtaki gold colors. I'm going to spray it. I think I'm going to put this deep gold in. This one here. Number 901, I believe. So I'm going to let that soak in a little bit. So let's see, what else can we do here? We're going to get a white, there should be, I don't know. We could do the hat. The hat's going to be black. So we can mix Payne's Gray and some burnt umber. That'll give you a fairly dark color. It's not quite black, but it's pretty darn close. And let's paint that hat in. So the top would be fairly dark. Might have a little bit of a glow on the top of his hat from the moon. You don't have to have a moon in if you don't want to. You could just have stars, or you could just have snowflakes too. Okay, let's see how much it's. Yeah, that's getting there. So you want a fairly thick consistency when you're working with the gold, especially if you're going to be working on top of any color. Let's see. It could be a little thicker. Not quite thick enough. I don't want to have to go over it again and again and again. So let's, I'm thinking, I'm wondering if I should pull out this one here. This is a powder form that you just add water to. It's really, really like opaque. Let's see. It might be better than that. You just need a little bit too. They give you a lot. So who's been doing cards for Christmas? I know a lot of people stopped giving cards. Just stopped doing it, mainly because of the cost too. So you just add water. Might have to add a little bit more. Hey, Darlene. So a smidgen more. This stuff is cool though. I really like it. You can also get it in silver and pearl, I think. But get the right one. There's a couple different ones. They're not all the same. They're very, very gold. And they're permanent once on, which is nice. And the bottle goes a long way. It's a little on the pricey side, but it lasts forever. So you don't use a whole lot. You only use what you need for the time that you're painting. Don't mix a bunch up in a palette because it's not the same thing, because it'll dry hard and you can't reconstitute it that well. You don't have to do gold. You could do a candy cane striped letter D. That would be cute. Have to have a steady hand when you're doing this, though. Those monks that did their tiny, tiny little illuminated letters. Oh my gosh. They mustn't have had coffee back then. Very, very, just take your time. There's no point in rushing. Just enjoy what you're doing. I think a lot of people have forgotten and they get caught up in, you got to get this done. And once you start doing that, it becomes a chore. You don't want chores. So enjoy what you're doing. Like I always say, get a sketchbook or a journal and test things out. Make it your experiment journal. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's just somewhere to learn, to experiment, and to decide whether you really like what you're doing. Like maybe you want to try watercolor, but you're not sure if you're going to like it. So a journal is a great place to try it out. Same with drawing or acrylic painting. I love doing acrylic painting on paper because it takes the stress away of botching up a canvas. So you don't have to worry that, oh my gosh, I paid this X amount of money and now I don't like it, so what am I going to do with it? You know. Hey, Melissa. Thanks. Hey, Zandra, there's a downloadable for everyone that's in chat and watching. There's a free downloadable for everyone to download on my community page. You don't have to be a member, just something for you to create in December. You can do the exact same as me, or you can change yours up. It's important to de-stress in December because it can get overwhelming with, you know, parties and dinners and gift buying and travel. Get really, really stressful. So find some time that you can de-stress by being creative. It's very important. What does illuminated mean specifically? Illuminated is what they used to do in, I don't even know when it first began, like thousand years ago at least, where they used to do manuscripts, and it was a form of art in their mostly Bibles and stuff like that. And they would use gold to do these fancy lettering and swirls, and usually there'd be symbols or even a little scene put in them that would represent whatever the chapter they were writing in the book would be. It was just a form of illustration, I guess. Monks did it mostly. Very, very beautiful work. Look it up. It's amazing what they did. And they did it in like very small form, like smaller than this, and very detailed. But it was beautiful. Kathy, have you seen the Stuart sample colors? They are in the UK and are wonderful. Stuart Semple? No, I don't think I have. Is he a UK person? It's a good way of practicing too, your line work. And now you could use a marker for this too, or a pen. You don't have to try and do these intricate lines. I just like to try. See if I can do it. That's how you learn. This, or I'll have a bad habit of dipping my sleeves in paint. That's why I wear this sweater all the time. It's already got a lot of paint on it, so Kathy, whose gold are you using? This is it. You see it? So make sure you got aqua bronze, because there's another one that's meant for I think it's oil. Been a little wonky there. Oh well. I like this. It goes on fairly thick. It's very shiny and it's easy to use. I suppose maybe you could use a pen nib with this. I don't know. I haven't tried it. You'd have to look it up. Imagine if it was thin enough, you could probably use it. It does have a pretty shimmer to it. Like that. Dorothea. Okay. Yes, in the UK, and they make their own. Oh, I'll have to take a look at that. Does Jackson's sell it? I have gotten stuff from Jackson's, so. Put a little bit of water in it. This is very pretty. That, I'm gonna turn it around so I can do these. Oh, I haven't used his water. Sorry to hear that, Steve, but you are too many already. Is there such a thing, Dot? Really? It's very easy to get caught up in the I have to have. The way I look at it is if you have the money and it's your love, it gives you joy, Why not? Everybody's different, right? But there are, if you want to be a minimalist as far as your art supplies, there is a limited color range that you can stick to that'll pretty well give you every color you really need. It is nice to have ready-made, but you don't necessarily have to have it, but it is nice. I love these paint brushes though. They do keep it point so nice. That's the black silver. What do they call it? Yeah, silver black velvet. They are nice, I must admit. Almost done. So these are very, very easy to do. There's not really a lot of painting required. It's more or less about the gold. Lurking, putting the ornaments on my... Oh, you're decorating your tree. What's the theme this year, Xandra? Is it still, what was it? What did you do? Can't remember what it was last year. Hedgehogs, was it? Hello, Kathy. My family says I have far too much stuff. I told them they could have it when I'm gone, but they will have to sort it first. Yeah. It's your stuff. If it brings you joy, then that's good. You can do whatever you want. It's your stuff, right? As long as it's not hurting anyone else, it's good. All right, so there's the silver or gold. Look at that. So pretty. All right, so I think I'm going to put just one more thing on the tree. I need a gold star, of course. So we'll put a little tree star in here. That. I think I might darken some of the snow a little bit more. Oh, we should put some stars in there too. So, or we could put snow. I don't know. Let's put some more, just a little bit of shading. Right in here. Just bring it out. That. A little bit under here again. Okay, and then just a few stars. So I have some, you could actually use gouache or even a pen would work, or a marker. If you have gouache, use gouache. Let's see. I think I have a white pen somewhere. That'd be easier. Yeah. So I have a Posca. I don't believe in strictly watercolor. I'll add whatever. If it's going to help me, I'm going to add it. All right. So a few little dots here and there. You can make some bigger ones, smaller ones, whatever. Cluster some of them. Maybe make a windy area. Oh, let's put some on his hat too. More on the tree. Might put some more snow on the tree. Scribble some on. If you kind of on the top parts of the tree. Leave a little bit of on the bottom. There we go. And what else? Let's give him a little shine to his eye. I've got a corn cob pipe. For his, it's the old time song. He's got buttons for eyes and a corn pipe for in his mouth or something like that. So I thought that would. I haven't seen anybody put that on them. I thought, yeah, go back to the old stuff. Let's see. And two eyes made up. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Devin. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Let's see. Do I have that stamp? I had a cute stamp somewhere. December. Where did I put that? it's a December stamp that I could use, or I could find a stencil. Let's see. Where did I put it? I know I have it, but where? Well, I guess I'm not gonna search for it while you're all sitting here waiting for me. All right, so I'll probably just put December right here, and you could use this for your bullet journaling or whatever. So that's it, guys. Now I could I don't know if I want any black on there. I kind of like it the way it is. It's very soft looking, which is pretty. I could have more snow on it, maybe. What do you think? More snow on all of it? Or I could do some shadow gold on it. Let's see. You could try and put some of this on. I wonder if this would be dark enough. You like it as is? I'm just going to see if this is dark enough. Not really. It's a little bit darker, but not enough to make it worthwhile. Just where it crosses. Over top of the other. Leave a little bit. It's a little bit different. That's not bad. Put this one down in here. Like that. It's not bad. And then you notice the crossing. But I am sure whenever you do, thanks, Devin. Okay, I think that's done. See how quick it was, guys? And you could make these into cute little cards. So get the traceable. It's for everybody. You don't have to be a member, and it's on the community page. And you can download it and change the size if you want. You can add stuff to it. Let's put a little, didn't do the band on his hat. I think I want it in green. Let's do that. You could add stuff to this too. You could put snow on top of the D if you wanted to. That would be cute. Just see it. Ready for a picture. That's cute. You love it? Yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool. I like it. So give yours a try. Do you want to still do these in the new year? Maybe we could do the alphabet. We'd have to do a few of them though every year or every week. But I know what we could do. Every the beginning of each month, how about we on the community page, I will give a question, and this could be public. You don't have to be a member. And you got to answer the question, and then I'll do a random.org pick a number from each of yous, and then I'll do your initial the next week. So it'll give me time to draw something, and then I'll send it to you. That would be fun. Let's do that. So every month we'll do that. What do you think? And anybody can participate. Doesn't matter where you are, international, whatever. Yeah, that would be fun. Okay, let's do that. Starting the first of the year. Oh, actually, I'll probably do that on the New Year's stream that's coming up. I'll have the information soon, and I'll put it up on my community page when all the information is ready for that. And that's what we can do is talk about that and pick somebody from the chat. And then we'll get some ideas on what they like and that type of thing. That'd be fun. All right. That's a plan. Awesome. All right, I'll let you guys go, and be sure to download this and give yours a try. I'd love to see the different types of colors that you guys would use, and put something else in the background. Add to it. Let me see what you're going to do with yours. It would be cool. And you can put that on Instagram, Paint with Kathy Arbor. So hashtag Paint with Kathy Arbor, and then I'll be able to see it on Instagram. All right. Well, you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you on Thursday, and we'll probably be doing another, maybe mixed media this time, acrylic painting. We'll see. Thanks, Devin. Yep. All right. Have a good one, everyone. See you on Thursday. Bye for now.